So traders, this one market I'm looking at right now, I believe is getting ready for a slingshot pattern. We may have a little bit more downside, but this is what I see happening in this particular market. Now, do not fast forward this video, pause this video, and the first one to guess this particular market gets the cookie. And also I want to share with you what's happening with the mining sector. The mining sector, the buyers are starting to come back in there. And the stock market, the rally may be over. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, make sure you grab, if you like to actually learn how I trade the markets, my trading system. I'm giving my trading system away for free. Very first link in the description, go get access to that. Now, let's have a look at this thing through here. What I'm looking at through here, guys, is I am looking at the TLT market. And this is the particular market that I was sharing with you at the start here. This is why I believe we're actually talking about this with some of my clients today, and we're talking about this. And the big thing about this here is that yes, there's going to come a point in time when the Fed starts dropping rates, when the free market starts dropping rates, when the 20-year, the 10-year, all that sort of stuff, we start to get a very big pullback, right? I don't know when that's going to happen. It could be starting now. It could be getting ready for the next few months, right? But I believe we're getting ready I believe we're getting ready for a very big, sharp slingshot move. We may have one more drop to the downside like that, but then this is so far stretched that we're getting ready for possibly a very big, sharp, hard and fast slingshot move to the upside. So the slingshot pattern may be coming out of the woodworks when it comes to the TLT or the interest rates, because the interest rates have been just going crazy to the upside. And as you guys would know, that nothing goes crazy to the upside or to the downside. Things need to balance out, at least balance out for a bit. So we could be getting ready for a bit of a slingshot move back in the TLT market. Now, let's actually flip this over to the, let's go look at the actual stock market itself. Look at the stock market here. Where is the stock market? So the stock market is just in the pullback. And we're looking at this pullback through here, and now look where we are at, right? Look at this here. I'm going to bring up the moving average. Look where we are right now. Okay, so there's a few things I want to share with you here. Firstly, it's not that complicated, okay? So the first thing we're going to be looking at is trend analysis, right? What's the trend, right? Class in session, what's the trend? Remember, guys, the trend is what the market is telling us, right? We are not smarter than the markets, okay? Stop trying to pick tops. Stop trying to pick bottoms. Okay, you just don't do that. Okay, now that's if you're a trader. That is, if you're an investor, you have like a 10-year view. Well, that's different, right? That's a different story. But as a trading mentality, where you're getting in, you're getting out on a short-term basis, maybe in for a couple of days, maybe in for a couple of weeks, maybe in for a couple of months, right? So you're trading the market. You're an active trader. One of the best things I do say about that when it comes to being an active trader in the markets is this simple thing here, right? And that is that firstly, we can see we have a downward move, and now we have an upward move through here. So the trend is actually being down here, strong move down and a move up through here. There's a very high probability now the pullback is almost now done, and we're probably going to start to see a bit of a rollover through here. If you've been following me for quite some time, you would know that I always say when we get too far away from the moving average, guess what happens? We get a pullback to it. Too far away, we get a pullback to it, right? It works like clockwork. That's why whenever we start to get through here, even through here, trying to look for short signals is a very risky strategy. Some of you guys have been doing that because guess what? We've already had a very big move down, and now we're likely to get a pullback and then see the very big move down, right? We'll see another move down. So we've had this pullback, but look at this here. Look what the moving average is also doing as well too, right? The moving average is actually pointing down through there like that. So the moving average is like a momentum, right? It's like the stream. Where is the stream? Do we have a flat stream? Do we have a very strong stream to the upside? Or do we have a stream to the downside? Right now we have a stream to the downside, right? So I wouldn't want to be thinking that this is the bottom here, because the trend is down, and then we have this sort of the moving average, which is like a momentum indicator, which is down as well too. So this one here is probably going to get a bit of a pullback. Looking at the Dow Jones as well too, same sort of thing as well. Look at here, we've got a very big pullback, but look what the moving average is doing. The moving average is still trending down, right? So again, rule number one, what's the trend? Lower low. We're probably going to get a lower high here soon, and we're going to get something like that, right? So the trend is down, and then we have a look at the moving average. The moving average is down as well too. So this is just the pullback before we start to see something like this in the markets, okay? So do not be fooled by this rally, right? I did a video yesterday saying, any more suckers for this rally? So that's what I'm looking at through there, and the same for the Nasdaq as well too. We're looking at the Nasdaq. You can see the Nasdaq actually had a bit of a rally through here. We're almost back at the 52. The 52 is actually strong trending, so we're probably getting ready for something like that in the markets. Do not be trying to pick bottoms in the market, right? Oh, but John, you don't understand. If I don't buy it now and the market rallies 50%, then I've missed out on that 50%. Well, guess what? I'm sure if that was your case, you bought it here, right? Oh, the bottom's in, and you bought it here, 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 and you bought it here as well too, right? You're buying it all the way down, and you buy it here, and here, and here, right? See what I'm saying there? It's like picking bottoms is a very low probability strategy. Don't wait for the market to turn around, okay? Remember, in a downward movement and then an upward trend, right? Something like that. We don't try and pick the tops. We don't try and pick the bottoms. We just want the meat and potatoes, right? This is the meat and potatoes here when the trend does start. This is the meat and potatoes here when the trend does start. We don't know when the top's going to be, but we want that 70 to 80% of the move through there. That's what we're looking for when it comes to that as well too. Now, moving over now through to the mining sector. The mining sector now is definitely picking up big time, right? So let's have a look at this through here. So we're starting to get a higher low here in the markets, right? So we're getting a higher low here in the markets. The buyers are starting to turn around here for a bit. It doesn't mean we're going to go through a very big, strong move, but we're starting to get that bit of a buying mentality happening with the GDXJ or these markets. So therefore, the market does look like it's probably going to start to see a very move to the upside. Remember, guys, remember I said before, wait for the market to tell you. So you can see we had a move up, then we had a move down. Now look what's happening, right? The buyers are coming back in here, right? They didn't let it do this, did they? They didn't just keep going down. No. So the market is actually talking to us right now. So we do have this level of resistance, but once we break the 32 level, then we can possibly see a movement back up towards the 35 level as well. Now, last but least, but on which is a look at the gold market through there. We can see gold is actually obviously in a very nice downward trend from here, from there, as you can see, from there to there. Very nice big downward trend. And now we're just going through a bit of a pullback. So I would not want to be trying to fight gold right now. Same sort of scenario is that we had a move down and a move up. If indeed we do start to get something like this, and then we get a nice bar down like that. Actually, you know what? What would it be even better? Is if we got something like this, right? Like this, and then something like that. If we got something like that, then we're probably going to continue down to get something like that as well too. So there we go, guys. Don't fight the market. And there's actually a lot of things happening within these markets right now. So get ready, because guess what? The fun is just starting to begin. Traders, I want to invite you to my webinar that I'm running today. And on this webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years and how I only trade 1 hour per day. Plus, also going to be learning the 3 secrets that I had to master over the last 17 years to generate a really good income. If you go to johnsfreetraining.com, or there should be a link in the description, click on that. Go over there right now, register. If you are struggling with the trading right now, I promise you this is going to completely game change, because you're going to understand why you are going backwards and why you're losing money. And then I'm going to teach you exactly what the system I use that gets me a really high % win-loss ratio. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go over there, register for my webinar right now today, because you're going to absolutely love it. Or there should be a link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. So go to that right now, and I look forward to seeing you on my next webinar. Go to that right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. freetraining.com. Go to that right now.